Is Starship suffering from second system syndrome? In many ways, it's a classic example. Second system syndrome, a phrase coined by Frederick P. Brooks, in his book The Mythical Man Month, which is also called second systems effect, describes a situation where a successful implementation of a system gives the organization that created that successful implementation too much confidence. That overconfidence leads to planning their next project to include too many, too ambitious goals. In addition to overconfidence, the second system syndrome incorporates cognitive bias that blinds people to what is called regression to the mean. In this bias, an exceptional result is taken to be a trend when, in reality, subsequent results are likely to be more ordinary or even subpar. If you follow sports, you can see that this is commonplace in sports commentary. An amazing success of first-stage reuse in the Falcon 9 rocket led to an interlocking set of goals for Starship. Complete reuse of both stages of the Starship rocket, catching the Starship first stage in a set of chopsticks attached to the launch platform, refueling the second stage in orbit from a tanker variant of Starship, which requires launching a second Starship or even multiple refueling Starship launches, without which Starship cannot reach the moon or other planets. Starship is also supposed to land and take off from the moon or Mars without refueling and little or no launch infrastructure. How did Elon drive SpaceX towards second system syndrome? Pretty much the way everyone gets there. Make a list of everything that could be improved about a successful system and keep going until every desire that has a justification is included, without regarding interlocking dependencies and multiplying risks. The amazing launch cadence of Falcon 9 was attained by constantly refining an imperfect design. Only the first stage rocket and engines are reusable. Falcon 9 can't hover, so first stage recovery must be a flawless maneuver of a rocket that wasn't designed for it. That, of course, is too risky for landing a manned flight. This is only a small part of the discontents Elon had with Falcon 9. We won't know them all, in part because SpaceX doesn't disclose the scope of refurbishing Falcon 9 rockets need before reflying. This change from gradual refinement and incremental successes, like first stage reuse, to a system specified to eliminate all shortcomings, is how second system syndrome kills projects. A team goes from doing what they can to an ironclad set of interconnected requirements for which there is no satisfactory fallback outcome. In the case of Starship, many of these requirements can't be reached simultaneously because of the iterative development process, which then stretches out the process and leaves it vulnerable to multiple causes of delay at each iteration. And that means it will be very hard for Starship to achieve all goals while fixing all setbacks in 2024. Each iteration faces too many challenges and costs, like using up 39 rocket engines per test flight until reliable reuse is attained. Plan accordingly.